Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Wakafadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the bishops, and the elders of GMS, who are as well. Peace and salutations to the elect. My name is Aina. The title of the video is He have put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. Now, basically, this cruel Lord, right, Donald Trump, is causing the world, right, the nations, the people, his allies, and everybody to hate America, right? Isaiah 19:4, it says, "In the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of the cruel Lord." The Egyptians is talking about America. It says, "And a fierce king shall rule over them." This is the fierce king is Donald Trump, right? He's moving around as a king, putting forth decrees that he expects everyone to follow, right? That's why he's having issues now in court regarding things that he's doing, because they're saying he's going against the laws of the land. So in the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of the cruel Lord, and the fierce king shall rule over them. Said the Lord Yahweh Bashkin Shai, Lord of hosts. Right, and these things are prophesied to happen. Right, Esau Edom is back. This is Revelation 20 and 7. It says, "And when 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison." Right, so during the Byzantine Empire, right, which is information and history that these devils tried to hide. That's why Job 9:24 said the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges there, right? Because the people that's ruling now in this current age and time is Esau Edom, the so-called white man. During the 1300s, 1400s, what happened? Right? He took down the Byzantine Empire, uh, right? Which were ruled by Jacob, and put those Israelites into slavery. Those so-called black men, women, and children, he put those individuals into slavery, right? And that's what happened. So then what? It says he was loose from that prison. So, he was in the state of being a servant, right? He was in prison. He was servitude to to whoever, to the Byzantine Empire. But he got out of that. It says, "And shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth." So he went out and deceived the nations to make the nations believe that, he's just morally correct and this upright individual. The scriptures talk about the spirit which is lifted up in him is not upright, right? He's wicked as hell, right? And these things are being shown now to the nations. Isaiah 32 says, "So the vile person, which we know has always been the vile, is the wicked. He saw evil." Right? The first murderer, the first killer in the fall of let me see where that scripture at. Probably saying two scriptures at once. But Cain was the first murderer, right? Right, and that same spirit is back in Edom's gate, right? Oh yeah, okay. So we got it right here, John 8:44. I'm gonna grab it real quick. Right, because we already know that this devil is wicked, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shai. All right, you see. All right, 44 says, "Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning." Who was the first murderer? Cain, the wicked one. "And abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him." Right? Hey, the scriptures talk about can a leopard change his spots? So how I don't know where the scripture is at off the top. Let me see if I can think about it. I have to look it up. We're going through so many scriptures. All right, so Jeremiah 13 says, Jeremiah 13:23, it says, "When the Ethiopian change his skin for the leopard his spots, then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil." Right. So Esau, even the so-called white man, is accustomed to doing evil. Right. It says, "Because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own. For he is a liar and the father." All right. So that's it. That's what I was thinking about when I was reading. So this is the wicked. Esau Edom. It says Isaiah 32:5, the vile person shall no more be called liberal. Right? So he went out to deceive the nation. So he was calling him a liberal, right? Individual. That's what a liberal is talking about.
Strong's H 5081. Nadiv.
Right, we got noble, generous, right? Noble one, generous. Hey, check out what's happening over there in Israel right now in Gaza Strip. Is that noble? Is that generous? It says the vile person shall no more be called liberal, nor the troll said to be bountiful. Let's see what the troll is talking about too. You know, pretty much going on the same thing.
Strong's H 3596. Kilai.
Sounds it.
Second entry. Kalai.
Scoundrel, right? So hey, that's what the wicked is, a scoundrel. Just a wicked, vile person. It says the vile person shall no more be called liberal, nor the troll said to be bountiful. For the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity to practice hypocrisy, and to utter error against the Lord. And that's exactly what's happening, right? And that's why these nations are upset. He put forth his hand against such as these with him, right? And that's his allies. Isaiah 10:1, it says, "Woe unto them that decree righteous decrees and that right graciousness, which they have prescribed." So these executive orders and everything that Donald Trump has done, has pretty much been against his allies, trying to make them more subjective to him or something, right? And all he did was push him away. So they write these decrees. And that's how he's speaking villainy now, right? And the things that he's doing, his actions also. Isaiah 32:6, for the vile person will speak villainy, his heart will work iniquity to practice hypocrisy, to utter ever against the Lord Yahweh Bashmal Shah, to make empty the souls of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. Right? Ultimately, famine is coming to the land. Also, orchestrated famine. Says the instruments also the troll are evil. He devises wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speak the right. Yeah, all he do is lie. So we got here, Psalm 55:20 says, he had put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He had broken his covenant. Right, so he says he's going to do something. He did something totally different. It says the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. It's like, yeah, we got you. Student loan debt, we're going to get rid of all of that. We don't care about none of that. It says his words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. These terrorists, all these different things that Trump is doing, and even trying to make these different allies that he do, it really is just for gaining to use these different people. Right? So Revelation 27, and when 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison and shall go out to deceive the nations which are on the four corners of the earth. Right? So all the nations believe that this devil is morally correct, is the best place to be. And that's how it was. You had people trying to come here and take vacation, tourists and all of that. All of that is ending now. None of that stuff is here no more. People are trying to avoid this place. But it says Gog and Magog to gather them together to battle. So this is Russia. Gog from the land of Russia. Russia from the land of Russia. Right? It says to gather them together to battle. So they're going to fight. So what's happening now is World War III. It says the number of humans as the sun to see. So it's going to be a great army happening over there in the one region. That's what Esau Edom has set forth out to do. And he's doing it, and it's happening. Right? And it's coming out very rapid because we have but a short time. Right? And it's, So let me grab this and I grab these last two scriptures. So this is Midas touch. It says furious India burns Trump effigy in public and ends all contact, which is crazy as well. They built this thing just to destroy it, So effigy. It says a sculpture or model of a person. So they built it don't look like Trump, I don't know, a sculpture or model of a person. It said a roughly made model of a particular person made in order to be damaged, or destroyed as a protest or expression of anger. Look how huge this thing right here is. They took time, perfectly sculpted face.
The immediate. For months now, I've been saying this was going to happen. India is furious at Donald Trump and the Trump regime. They view Donald Trump as a source of national embarrassment right now, and Prime Minister Modi of India is taking action. He's currently in Shanghai meeting with Xi Jinping.
Hey, when I was looking at it, and I was thinking about they had Africa in there. I guess Africa was singing the song talking about death to America or something like that. Then you got Iran. Iran got America's flag on the floor. They got tanks and missiles all over it, walking all over it, knowing what they want to destroy. And now you got India bringing old effigies of Donald Trump. And they burn the flag too.
And Vladimir Putin giving the middle finger to the Trump regime. What you saw there at the outset of this video is an effigy of Donald Trump being taken during a protest in India and being...
Hey, uproar the people. This thing is happening all over the world. Like, these people is in India upset about what America is doing. Sorry. Let me grab this. Jeremiah 51. And we'll just start at 7. It says, Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, right? The Lord named Yahweh, right? Which is the name of, who the world is called God, right? His name is Yahweh, right? His son's name is Yahushua. It says, Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's Yahweh's hand, right? That made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, right? Which is her laws, her policies, and things like that. Therefore, nations are mad, right? All here's a breaking news. These different things. There's been plenty news articles that's been coming out and interviews and things like that where Trump set an interview, don't go to interview, or have them waiting, or all type of stuff. India's upset about this. They call it disrespectful. It says therefore nations are mad. Yeah, they mad as hell. It says Babylon is suddenly fallen destroyed. How for take bone for a pain, if so she may be hid. You will have healed Babylon, but she had not healed. Forsake her. Let us go everyone into his own country. So these nations no longer want to deal with Babylon again, right? They linking up together. For her judgment roots come to heaven and is lifted up even to stars. So that's what's happening.
Basically beaten and being mocked by the people of India right there. And then you have over here, India burning American flags and stepping on American flags and burning Donald Trump's effigy. The people of India, who previously were okay with Donald Trump, they despise him now. He is the enemy right now because he's attacked India over and over again. Here, play this clip of what they're doing to the American flag there in India.
फॉरेन पॉलिसी क्या करेगा इसको रगड़ो ऐसे सारा इसको रगड़ो कुत्ते मुल्क को ये दहशत गर्द
Right in this, show you this photo right here. This is what's being broadcast right now throughout India's national TV. You see that right there, Donald Trump on the left, and then you have Prime Minister Modi, Xi Jinping, and Putin. And what this graphic is showing right there in India is how Trump's all alone, Trump's alienated his allies, and now Prime Minister Modi has met with Xi Jinping and Putin in China, in Shanghai, to give the ultimate middle finger.
Yeah, so we are here. This thing is happening. It's off and off. And pretty soon you're going to see Venezuela. This is Kodai 1 and 7. All the men of Black Confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men at war, right? The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and rebelled against it. They that eat thy bread have laid a lien under thee, and there is none understanding in it. Right. So America's allies is turning up on it. Let's NLT. It says all your allies will turn against you. They will help to chase you from your land. They will promise you peace while plotting to deceive and destroy you. Your trusted friends will set traps for you, and you won't even know about it. So we are here. Type of proof. 2 and 1, it says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon a tower and will watch to see what he will say to me and what I shall answer when I'm reproved. Right, when I am reproved. And the Lord Yahweh Bashmiah answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables that he may run that readeth it. So we're carrying the correct message that was written in these prophecies about what's happening, right? And it's going to happen, right, in the world. And it's happening now. It says, for the vision is yet an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry. Wait for it because it will surely come and will not tarry. So we are at the end. I read a little bit more too, because kind of goes to what we're talking about. Of course, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Yeah, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man. So who is he talking about? He said, the so-called white, right? It says he is a proud man, now to keep it at home, who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death. Right? He's trying to take over these people's lands, cannot be satisfied. But God comes from all nations and people come from all people. Says, shall not all these take a parable against him and champion power against him and say, woe to him, and increase that which is not his, how long, and to him that lays himself a thick clay. Shall they not? That thick clay is death. I thought that, right? America's heavy in debt. Even, this devil sets up these different trees and whatnot policies, which goes to his wine, and then he just leaves. I remember Russia was complaining that he was about to leave another one of his treaties, but he had some type of debt to be owed in that program that he set up. He ain't paid. At least there's no news of him paying it. It says, shall not they not rise up children that shall bite thee, and a weight that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them? So they're gonna come and just take the money, They're gonna come take what's owed to them. Hey, so shalom to those elect, which consists of men, women, and children. Matter of fact, I'll play it in orders, and then that'll be the video.
To Donald Trump and the United States. By population, India is now the biggest country in the world. It is a democracy, though it has its flaws, of course, and it was understatement. But it's a democracy. But all countries have its flaws. But India has a rapidly growing economy, one of the biggest economies in the world, and the United States rightfully spent a lot of time for the past several decades growing that relationship with India. It was very, very important to the United States. Trump, in a matter of 7 months, just completely screwed it up. And we have a shifting of a world order taking place, with America becoming one of the weakest poles in a multipolar world. As our editor-in-chief, Ron Filipkowski, wrote, as he posts this photo from yesterday of Xi Jinping, Putin, and Modi, Filipkowski writes, at least while alienating all of our allies, Trump has been instrumental in bringing others closer together. He's being sarcastic, of course. 2 articles just came out, one in The Guardian and one in the New York Times, which confirms the reporting we've been doing in the Midas Touch Network for what? Probably about 5 months right now. We've been doing deep dives into India here on the Midas Touch Network because I saw our corporate news saying that, Trump and India are getting along great and they're going to be the next trade deal. And any moment now, India and Trump are going to announce a trade deal. I said, I'm listening we have a lot of Midas Mighty in India. I follow Indian media. I go, I don't know what you're seeing, but India's getting pissed at Trump, and that's growing and growing and growing. And now they've moved on. India's like, F you, burn Trump in effigy, burn the American. That's how India feels right now. This is objectively. This is from The Guardian. Since Mr. Trump singled out India with an unexpectedly draconian double dose of tariffs earlier this month, he has reportedly phoned the Indian prime minister on 4 occasions to seek a compromise. Each time, the Indian leader, Prime Minister Modi, refused to pick up. So this is the article from The Guardian. Trump's double humiliation as Xi Jinping embraces Modi and Putin. The U.S.-India bromance is well and truly over thanks to the president's double dose of tariffs. So double dose of tariffs.
So just like the scriptures say, you put forth his hands as such as be peaceful. He had no... from my understanding, I don't know why he did it. It's talking about America, though, right? And he's doing a good job at that. So, Shalom, the whole elect, which consists of men, women, and children, Shalom.